Welcome to Sit Down City Lifestyle, Vegas Edition podcast. My name's Chrissy Bound. I'm the publisher for Henderson City Lifestyle magazine, and we are back with our Meet the Partners series. Joining us today on the podcast, we have Rebekah Withey from GV Christian, and we are so glad to have you on the podcast with us today. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, Chrissy. Nice to be here.
It was a long drive for you guys to get to the studio, right?
Super long.
Yeah.
Like, just right down the street.
3 minutes long, 3 minutes of a drive. But we're so glad to have you on. You guys have been
you.
such great partners for us over the course of the past few years in the magazine. And we love to be able to share the stories of our partners. So thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. We're glad to be here.
Yes. So for those who may not be familiar with GVC, tell us a little bit about it.
So GV Christian is a church first and foremost.
Yep.
So we launched the church in 1982. We've been here for 45 years almost.
Congratulations.
Hard to believe. Thank you. I know. I don't know if I'm doing that math right, but it's fine. It's
Yeah,
somewhere
right
close to
around
that.
Yeah.
And so the church has been here for a long time. I'm a pastor at the church, and I also have involvement in our school. And so we have a school that is 6 weeks through 12th grade.
Okay.
And the school launched in 1991. So the school's been around for a long time too. And it really was birthed out of a desire for families to have a safe place to bring their kids, where they were also learning biblical principles and biblical values. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about that we just started with a small preschool classroom.
Yeah.
And now we're all the way through
12th grade.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because the students that start at your school are able to stay with you the entire time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that has a huge impact on just the camaraderie and family atmosphere that you guys have created there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we hear from students and past students all the time that one of the greatest values and being part of GV Christian Center and school is that it really just builds a sense of community. And so we call them our golden graduates. So if they're with us from kindergarten through 12th grade, they're called golden graduates. And
I love that.
The church actually offers them a scholarship for college when they go on.
That's amazing.
If they're a golden graduate. So that's really cool. We have a lot of golden graduates every year. And it's super exciting to see them with us from a lot of times from
Babies.
6 weeks,
Yeah.
literally 6 weeks old all the way through graduation.
Yeah.
And, we have a huge rate of success in getting alumni to come back and participate in homecoming games and stuff like that because of the community they've built. And yeah, it is a unique vibe of GV Christian for sure.
Well, you can feel that family atmosphere as
Yeah.
soon as you set foot on the campus.
I'm glad to hear that.
The whole atmosphere is so welcoming. Everyone's so friendly. And you can see it among the students too.
Yeah.
Everyone seems very close, very just calm and I don't know what the word is, but it seems like just a great family atmosphere that you guys have created there.
Yeah, thank you for saying that because we really do work hard to achieve that. And so
Yeah.
it's good to hear that when people come in and they sense that
Yeah.
and feel that, it's a great feeling. Yeah.
I mean, if you had to say, what do you think it is that makes GVC so unique, what would it be?
So I think it's probably a few things. I think that the sense of community, I think, is huge. People don't know how to have community anymore.
I know.
And so
I know.
often they just are kind of floating in isolation and kind of out by themselves. And we really support that kind of sense of, hey, we're educating you, but we care about your whole being. And so we not only care about your education, but we care about your spiritual well-being. We care about your physical well-being. And it's kind of a whole package. And I think that makes us really unique. If a kid is having a hard day, for instance, we've had kids who have, dealt with death and grief and all kinds of things. And they have a space to go, not only with the educators, because our teachers are incredible at that, but we also have a staff of, pastors who are ready and there and partnering with the school if they need any sort of pastoral care. And so that's a really unique situation to, for kids to find themselves in, which we love.
And if, I know that enrollment is already underway for this school year, but you have an enrollment period coming up in February, right?
Yeah.
Can people join if people are just having a tough time at their existing school? I know we're in the middle of the school year right now, but if somebody's having a tough time, can they jump in mid-year? How does that work?
Yeah, they absolutely can. I think that they tend to direct kids towards end of quarters just for, logistical purposes. But absolutely, we've had kids jump in the middle of a quarter.
Okay.
And, one of the unique things about us is that, we do value higher education and we do value academics for sure. So we are a rigorous program.
Yes.
And we call ourselves a prep school all the way kindergarten through high school.
Okay.
So we're really The goal is to prep them for higher education, prep them for college.
Okay.
Or even prep them for trade school, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of kids who go on for the trades as well.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of value in that. But they do have to test in. So that is the one kind of thing.
Yep.
That there's a test that's involved, and they got to be able to test in.
Okay.
But our school is really great at if a kid is behind or if a kid is not quite there, we have great tutors that we recommend, and a lot of parents take advantage of catching them up to the speed of where we're at with their academics, so they can test in for the next school year.
Okay.
And that happens too.
Well, and talk a little bit about the enrollment period then. So, so how does that process work? If people are interested in getting information on potentially enrolling or doing the test to test in, what does that process look like?
So they can call the school, 702-454-4056, or they can go online, obviously, gvchristianschool.com.
Yep.
And they'll contact our registrar. They can set up a tour.
Okay.
We ask that every parent tours our school first. Yep. That's a really important piece of the puzzle. And they will sense the community as you did when you're on campus. And so they'll do a tour, and they'll set up a time for a test. And then we'll start the enrollment process.
Okay.
And it's fairly simple, fairly easy. We intentionally keep our school affordable. Yep. Because we want families to be able to have it as an option.
For sure.
And it's a pretty simple process, actually.
Yeah.
So if they want to come test in, they absolutely can. We obviously open enrollment to our current families first. So they do take priority when enrollment starts, and then open enrollment to the community starts February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. Imagine that. I know.
I love that.
So
spreading the love on Valentine's Day.
Spreading the love.
That's great. I love it. Well, and academics are such a huge factor for you guys. I love that you call it, the preparatory school all the way through, because you have a lot of success stories from students who either academically or through athletics, which we haven't even talked about athletics yet, have gone on to major universities and had these great success stories.
For sure, yeah.
So let's talk about the athletics portion for a second, because you guys have had some really big wins.
We have,
So talk a little bit about how that works and some of the wins you guys have had recently.
Okay. So, we are a smaller school, obviously. So we're a 2A program. So we participate in the NIAA, and we're a part of, that's college.
I was going to say NIAA, I think that's college. But
I'm in the college
I was right there with you where you were going, though, when you said that.
I'm in the college mindset, because my son is actually a graduating athlete from our school. And
what sport does he play?
So he is a track and field thrower.
Okay.
And he's on a full ride scholarship at Fullerton, Cal State Fullerton.
Congratulations.
Yeah, D1 athlete. Who knew? He can throw small things far. We never knew it.
That's great. That's so awesome.
So we're a 2A school.
Yep.
And we have taken state champions in basketball, in volleyball, in cheer. We have national titles for cheer. We just have had a lot of success in athletics for sure. We've had kids who've gone on we have a few kids at UNR right now, actually, on full ride scholarships for cheer and stunting. And we've had some good success. Volleyball has been huge. We have someone on a full ride at UNR right now too for volleyball. So
it's amazing.
Our athletics program is very, very good. And our director feels really strongly about the program being consistent, elementary, junior high, high school, so that by the time that they're in high school, like say they're in our basketball program, they're learning their techniques and their program from the time they're in elementary school.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So when they reach high school, they're already used to the coaches, they're used to the training style, they're used to the calls, they're used to the plays, they're used to each other.
Yeah.
And so it really provides a cohesive team, which is also kind of unique to an athletic program. They're not coming in as strangers, they're coming in as family already, and they know how to play with each other and how to make a really great team. Yeah. So that's pretty unique too.
They can anticipate each other's moves on the court, if let's say it's basketball, before they even happen, because they've already been playing with these
That's
people
exactly
forever.
what happens. Yeah.
That's
they just know where each other's going to go. And our volleyball team right now is undefeated.
Congratulations.
They've not lost one time.
Oh my God,
so we're so excited for them.
Amazing. That's
they
awesome.
go to state in a couple weeks, so we're excited for them.
Yeah, it's just, there's always something going on at GVC, I feel like. You guys have a lot of events too. So talk about some of the events that are coming up, because we're approaching the holidays. There's a lot happening at GVC. So there
is a lot going on. Most of our school events tend to be kind of closed, obviously, for our families. But we do have Trunk or Treat coming up, and anybody can come and attend Trunk or Treat and have a great time. That's coming up on the 30th. Okay. So I think that's the Thursday night right before Halloween. Yep. And but we do a lot of family-oriented events where we bring our families together and they have a chance. Like we just had our family fun night. So all of our families come together, all the grades, and they have a great time. And we just provide an opportunity for our families to connect and get together.
I love that because it also, that's part of the family feel at GVC. It's like everybody gets to know each other. They all, can build relationships as a parent group as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And our parents do connect with each other, which I love. And then church side, we always have stuff going on church side. So this weekend, we're actually hosting a youth convention. We have 200 students coming.
Oh, my gosh.
And we're super excited to host that. We've got, I think, 12 churches across the valley coming together for that. And that's going to be very cool. We're excited for that. But then Christmas is coming, so obviously,
all the services.
We have Santa Sunday coming up on Sunday,
cute.
December 7th. So we bring Santa in. The kids are all so excited. We provide free pictures with Santa, and the Santa is primo. We don't chintz on our
Santa.
We don't chintz on our Santa or our setup. So we want to, provide families a good opportunities.
I love it.
To just get a picture with Santa and not have to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. And for the services, people can find the times and everything for the services you guys are going to be offering on your website as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So gbchristian.com is our website for the church, and they can absolutely navigate their way to the school there as well.
Okay.
But we meet every Sunday, 9, 11, 5 p.m. Yeah.
And if somebody's never been, sometimes it can be a little apprehensive to go, try something new where they don't know anybody.
That's so true.
So, what's your best piece of advice if it's somebody who's interested in checking out the services, but it might be their first time?
Okay, so 2 things. Yeah. One, you can experience a service online if that's what you would like to do first. Yeah. So that's a great way to just kind of get a feel for who we are, what we got going on. But secondly, just come.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many times people show up and they're like, oh, I was nervous or I was scared. I wasn't sure what to expect. And then they come and they're met with friendliness and warmth. And we pride ourselves on being a super friendly place where everybody is welcome. And we really put a lot of work and effort into that. And obviously there's coffee. There's always coffee. You can't do church without coffee. So we have a great cafe and, options there. You get a free drink if you want to come for the first time. But wear something casual. We are not a dressy church. We are casual and chill, and you could show up in your pajamas if you want, truly. So
I love that.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, come as you are.
Did you always know that you wanted to be a pastor?
So I knew I wanted to be a pastor when I was 13.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because it seems like such a natural role for you. So I was curious.
That's sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew that God was calling me to something bigger than just, I don't know, corporate world or anything like that. And I just knew he had something for me that was different. And so I just felt like God was calling me to serve his people. And, we truly believe that Jesus is for everyone. And not everyone is for Jesus, and that's okay. But as a GB Christian school and GB Christian Center, we are for Jesus, and we take a stand for biblical truth and biblical principles. And we know that he is for everyone, should they choose that. So, we just want to be an open vessel and willing to meet people where they're at. I mean, that's really what it's about. He's not seeking perfection. He's seeking honesty and authenticity. And we try to provide that, and we try to be an open door for that as well. And everybody's welcome.
I love that. I love
the house
it.
of God. So come, bring anybody. Yeah.
Come and join.
Yeah.
And, if you had to say what's one of the things that gives you the most joy or the most sense of fulfillment in your role as a pastor, what would you say?
So I would say seeing students walk in the fulfillment of who God has called them to be. And, I think that our teenagers in particular struggle with so much self-worth. And I think that, one of the things that is the biggest contender is social media. And I hate to say that. I love social media. I use it. I utilize it. But, for the first time in history, our teenagers are faced with having a quantitative value put on them. And they see, Sally has 24 likes, I only got 2. Or this person has 1,000 followers, I only have 25. And now there's quantitative value to their self-worth. And I think it can be very damaging. So when I see students who are able to walk in the fullness of who God has created them to be and not worry about what other people are saying, it's really, really cool to watch. And they just have this turnaround moment where they realize none of that matters.
It doesn't matter. It's a great message for adults too.
Honestly, it really is. It's true. It's not just for teenagers.
Yes. It's a great lesson for kids to learn at a young age because this really is like the first generation, the first era of students who
Yeah.
are, having that technology accessibility 24/7. We never had that growing up.
There's a
And
lot of outside voices.
a lot of outside voices. Yeah.
And it's true, we didn't have that growing up.
No.
I would not want to be a teenager today.
No,
And I love teenagers. They're the
Yes,
best,
they
and they're
are.
our future.
they are.
And I tell parents all the time, don't be scared of the teenage years. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They're the best. I have 2 boys myself, and one is still in our school right
Yeah.
now. He's a 10th grader. But yeah, I mean, raising teenagers is the best because you help them to walk in their fullness, and when they realize their self-worth, it's actually really cool.
Well, and it's nice that you guys are providing that support to the parents too, because I
Yeah.
think that a lot of parents right now are probably looking around like, oh my gosh, how do I navigate this space? And it's so
Yeah.
intimidating. And my sister-in-law in particular, our niece is 17, and she actually said that she's like, there's nothing to read. She's a reader, and she
Yeah.
likes to educate herself on everything. And she's like, there's no data on this this age yet, in this era of technology yet.
It's
and
so true. It's hard.
So I think it's great. That's where, you mentioned that people live in such isolation nowadays, but having that sense of community can really be a great support system for
It's so
people in
true.
this time,
Yeah. And that's why truly we believe that it's so valuable to have the church and the school working in partnership.
For sure.
And we work really hard at that. And I think it's an important piece of the puzzle to have a community who supports you, not only your students, but as a parent as well.
Yeah.
And, our administrative staff is willing to meet with parents and students, and they do an incredible job. And the church obviously offers classes and partnerships for parents. My husband and I are leading one right now for parents of teenagers, and it's unbelievable because we're all kind of doing the same things and trying to navigate this.
Yeah.
And we're not perfect, and nobody's perfect, but it's like, you kind of just don't want to mess them up too bad, It's like, just help me not mess them up too bad.
Yeah, for
and but we need each other.
Yes.
Yeah, we need support.
Yeah, and you need those people to walk arm in arm as you're navigating this new space. And I think it's great.
Yeah.
Well, I absolutely love your guys' school, the entire center. Green Valley Christian Center is just amazing. Everyone that I've met there has been so welcoming and so friendly. If there's one thing that you would want people to know about you guys that they may not know already that we haven't covered, what would it be?
Gosh, that we haven't covered. We covered a lot.
Yeah. I know.
Well, let's say on the school, I do believe that, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, but we really do believe in the entire person. And we're just so much more than academics. And so, we for instance, we have our Guardian Award, and that is not directly related to academics. That has to do with the full person.
Oh,
so
I love
academics, character, who they are as a person, what they're involved in. So all of that matters to us as a school. And we really look at the whole person. And if somebody is struggling, the good thing and the benefit of being kind of smaller is that, it's recognized. They can't just blend away into the background. Someone's going to see that you're struggling. Someone's going to see that you're acting different. You're having a hard day, and I think that is a really valuable piece of the school. And then for the church, I love the partnership between the two worlds. And I think that is unique and special to GB Christian. And I'm sure there's other places doing it well too, but we do a really good job partnering together and really caring about the whole family. And we believe in families. We believe in the next generation. We know that since COVID, we're dealing with a different student, and that's important to recognize too. So we just are constantly learning. Our educators are constantly taking classes and learning how to better reach this generation. And I appreciate that too. So
For sure. Yeah. Well, we are going to be cheering you on every step of the way.
Thanks, Chrissy.
And along with your golden graduates too, which is just amazing.
You. Yeah.
And if people want more information, how should they reach out to you?
Yeah. So gbchristian.com will give you all the information that you need, or you can reach out to gbchristianschool.com. Obviously, you can always call us, but the website's where you're going to find the information coming out. We'd love to meet you. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on the
Chrissy.
podcast. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.